Hello. Okay.
We're on.
Hello, and welcome to this week's platform meeting. This week from Berlin.
Yay! Among many other places.
Exactly. Hosted in Berlin. All right. I'm going to post the agenda to the SUMO channel, and we can get started as usual. All right. The first item, action item that we have here from last week is could you ping Javon? Actually, I had already done that the week before. He got back to me. It's not at the top of his list, not surprisingly. But he told me that he is going to check with legal, and there was a misunderstanding actually about what we wanted from him. So we've cleared that up, and he's going to ask them now. I don't have a deadline for this or anything. Yeah, that's where we are right now. Not much to go. But all right. I don't see any roundtable items or notes. Is there anything that we should be talking about? If not, we can move to the roadmap, and we can get back to that if necessary later. All right, the first item we have on the roadmap is the Unified Ask Question page. So what's going to happen here is I've looked at the initial data from the AAQ now that we have all of the events in the flow, and it looks interesting in that some of it doesn't make much sense, and at least I have a suspicion that it's related to the screenshot part of it, which is a little bit convoluted. So we are going to replace or remove the adding of screenshots during the AAQ process, and have another look at the numbers. Pretty sure it's going to have a big effect on this. But yeah, that's the next step here. I haven't actually found the bugs yet, so for me, it's on me to find the bugs and move that process forward. That's the Unified AAQ. Any comments or questions around this? If not, we can move forward to the dashboard, the KPI dashboard. So we were hoping to get the contributor satisfaction up this week. I think we were also very close. Mitch knows. I'm not sure if you have an update on this.
Sorry, I thought there was a second half to that sentence. Yeah, so the CSAT collection and sending out has been merged. It hasn't been deployed yet. Staging right now is busy testing out the Django 1.8 upgrade. And would you say that that's blocking all our deploys since like it's sitting in front of everything?
Yeah, it's sitting in front of everything, and it's really difficult to undo it now that we've put it there for testing. So until that's ready to go, we're kind of blocked for deployment.
Sorry.
The good news is I don't know of any problems that exist with it now. So I'm probably going to merge that today, unless something comes up.
All right. Do you have a ETA for that?
Probably this afternoon. So in a few hours is when I'll do my final checks on it.
So this afternoon, unless something major comes up?
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, this might be a heads up for us, like for the community, to look out for any issues with their usual workflows. Yep. Nothing is expected to break, but there might be things that haven't been tested properly because only contributors are using those workflows, so you might have missed something up. Other than that, just a quick question. Rebecca is aware of this, and she has been testing this for a while already, right?
Yes.
Okay. And we had told her to look out for the user workflows, not for the contributor workflows.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, looking forward to that then. And other than that, for the contributors, he said the work is done, and we're just waiting for that to be deployed, right?
The work is done for the collection. I don't think the actual dashboard for it has landed yet, but Brittany's currently working on that. But yeah, in terms of actually collecting the stats prior to actually us being able to see it, that's all done and merged. And just waiting on it.
Yeah, that's the important part for us because it will take a while to get data from those surveys back, and only that can we actually display them. So, cool. All right. Oh yeah, I'm not sure if you've actually told our community that the survey is coming up. So there might be questions about it. As soon as this is put on production, they will start getting emails.
We haven't explicitly mentioned that, but I mean, yeah. Okay, we're going to have a blog. We're going to have it in a blog post, and we're going to explain why and what we're doing. It's an AI for me and.
All right. All right. Then we have an update on the next one, the User Satisfaction Kpi. So this changed a bunch of times. So at the beginning, we had a different scope for this. We thought we would have to do almost all of it on our side. Then it turned out that Survey Gizmo actually supports localization. So we thought this would be a very quick thing to do. And then it turned out, of course, Survey Gizmo actually doesn't support localization for everything. They don't support it for their emails or for their intercept surveys or intercept links. So the only thing that we can localize on Survey Gizmo is the survey itself, which is still good because it means we don't have to create 20 surveys and then collect data from those 20 surveys. But it also means that we still have to create like 20 campaigns around this one single survey. So this week I'll figure out with Rehan how to actually make that happen. This will still save us a little bit, some time, not as much as we had hoped for. But looking at our schedule, it looks like we might still be on schedule. It's hard to say. We will have more information, hopefully tomorrow or next week. So Rehan is currently taking a look at that.
Cool.
All right. And then specific bug discussions, unless we have any other questions around this or comments. All right. Roland, this is yours. Okay.
iOS is moving to a 6-week public submission cycle. So every 6 weeks they will submit to the Apple Store, the Firefox for iOS. So I guess it's time for starting in end of this month. So I guess I would humbly request for iOS. That makes sense for everybody else.
Ms. Mon, can you comment on this one? Is this something that we can easily activate?
I actually wasn't able to hear Roland. He was kind of cutting out for me.
Oh, sorry, bad mic. Firefox for iOS is going to a 6-week release cycle, so I would like you to add Show for iOS in April or May.
Yeah. I'm not sure if Show4 can do, that is something that Show4 is capable of doing. I'm not sure how much work is needed to activate that.
Okay.
At the very least, we'll need to make sure that it handles parsing the user agents for iOS, getting the user agents of the new versions of Firefox for iOS would be helpful for that.
So yeah, so this is just a request to Kadir and you to consider it. You and Mike. Mike and Mike.
So Mithra, we should probably have a look at the scope for this one. And then we need the user agent for Firefox OS, Firefox on iOS 3.
Right. Just to make sure that it matches our expectations for parsing.
Okay.
Would it be helpful if I put that in the bug?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Roland, if you have that, if you could add that, that would be really great.
Okay. We'll put that in the bug today or tomorrow, the user agent for 3 and then 4, and make sure that we actually know what the user agent pattern will be, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
And doing that for version 2 as well will also be helpful if it's different.
Okay.
2 and 2.1, maybe?
Yeah. Really just any user agents that you know of are useful.
Okay. Cool.
Is that a Stefan question, Roland, or?
I think we can get it for 2 and 2.1, but then we can add, and 3, but I think we need to ask Stefan what the user agent strategy is. I assume they have one. I don't think it's going to be incompatible with, hopefully it's not incompatible with Kasuni and Mike and Kadir. Mike and Kadir, I like saying. Yeah. All right, cool.
All right, thank you, Roland. Just a minute here. All right, Safan, you have added an item here. Yes.
Yeah, the fact is that Rebecca Billings noticed that the new AAQ flow does not let the user sign in from the AAQ flow. We thought that it only affects the stage, but it seems that it's also affecting the production. So I think we should take action. We should take this about the new AAQ flow to fix this bug.
Oh, all right. I somehow completely missed this one.
Wasn't this the one that, like, a bunch of people had trouble reproducing, and then a different set of people had no trouble reproducing whatsoever? Am I remembering that correctly?
Right. Yeah, so this is something that I still have never been able to reproduce so I can debug it.
Matmana, have you tried with the private browsing window?
I'm not convinced that private browsing is a valid test, because private browsing breaks all sorts of things with SUMO, because it disables a bunch of APIs that we use.
Yeah, Safan, so if you have been using private browsing or you have an ad blocker that's very aggressive, that might also affect this page.
Not only stage, it's also affecting the production.
Sorry, can you say that again?
It's not only affecting the stage, it's also affecting the production.
No, yes, absolutely. But if you are using tracking protection through an add-on or through the private, or what's it called, the private mode?
Private browsing.
Or private browsing, that might actually be affecting this page. So ideally, you would turn that off for this page and have another look at that.
Okay, I will try.
So we like explicitly don't support users using private browsing on SUMO?
It generally causes problems, I think local storage is disabled, things like that. It tends to cause problems. If we can reproduce it outside of private browsing mode, that's what I'd like to see.
So it sounds like the next step then is for someone, possibly Safwan, possibly one of us, to try and replicate this outside of private browsing?
Yeah.
Okay, I will try.
Thank you.
Cool. Yes, thank you very much.
All right.
And Kadir, actually, on that note, we're tracking when users fail to log in, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, can you say that again? I didn't hear that.
Sorry, we have Ask a Question events for when people attempt to log in and fail, right?
Yes, we do.
Do you know what kind of how much that's happening?
Oh, actually, no, I don't know at the moment. I would have to look that up again.
Okay. I think that would also be useful data for this bug.
Well, in this case, very few. I mean, we also track how many people are already signed up when they show up on this page, or how many people are pre-registered. Actually, now that I think about it, it's not really relevant. But it's very few. It's barely anyone is signed up already. What I can tell you, though, is that those asking questions, almost all of them have to register on this page. So very, very few people are going to actually be returning users who want to sign in.
Right. So I think.
But I don't know.
I think those numbers would affect if we want to take this out, or if we want to go forward until we find an fix.
Yeah. No, absolutely. So yeah, this is something that we have to look at. All right. Any other roundtable? Not roundtable. Yeah, roundtable items. Anything else we should be talking about? All right. If not, thanks for participating, and I'll hopefully see all of you again next week. Take care. Bye bye.